Those are some of the papers. Now, it's thought every household in the UK gets through more than 100 packets of biscuits a year.
I can't believe
it. I think Steph is taking over more than the average.
Morning.
What are you trying to say, like? Yeah, no, actually, in the UK, we eat more biscuits than anyone else per person. We eat something like 2 digestives every day. So there you go, we like our biscuits here. Not only do we eat a lot of biscuits, but apparently we have an emotional connection to them too. United Biscuits, which owns brands such as Jacobs and McVitie's, is spending £12 million on relaunching the business after the firm spent a year looking into the emotional role that biscuits play in our lives. Well, with me now is the boss, Martin Glenn. Good morning to you, Martin. What do you mean by emotional biscuits?
Well, we sell biscuits to about 100 countries in the world, and we wanted to find out whether people felt the same about them, and they do. Because biscuits are baked, people have very kind of strong memories of childhood, their mother baking things in the kitchen, that lovely smell. So it actually evokes images of warmth, comfort, sociability, people sharing, and people feel the same way about that the world over. And what it is, whilst they're not the cure to anything in particular, they make a cup of tea or a cup of coffee, a time out in your day, that much better. And that's what the advertising seeks to do, to remind people of that.
What's the biscuit business like at the moment?
Biscuit, it's good. It's been in growth for about 10 years. The challenge we've got at McVitie's is that whilst we're the biggest in the UK and we've got this great international business, we're facing a lot more foreign competition. So big American multinationals, Mondelez, who own Cadbury's, and Kellogg's have come in recent years. So we need to up our game. And secondly, the biscuit market, whilst it's growing, hasn't grown as fast as chocolate. And we feel, actually, in terms of snacking, biscuits are a good bet. And if we modernise and make more relevant biscuits, put them in smaller packets for lunch boxes, that kind of thing, we can do even better.
It's hard to get through a day without us talking about the links with fat and salt and sugar to all kinds of problems, cancer, heart disease. How much pressure are you under to reduce the content of fat and salt and sugar in biscuits?
Well, I think we're part of a British food industry that takes it seriously, recognise it's a problem. We haven't made this issue ourselves. We're part of the problem, but not the problem. It's a lifestyle problem, we know that. So biscuits have been baked for 200, 300 years, way before obesity happened. Obesity's been an issue of the last, say, 20 years. But we are part of the solution as well. So we've done things like reformulate to try and reduce the amount of salt in particular where you can. But at the end of the day, you have to make products that people want to buy. You can't make them, it's a competitive market, you can't make things that don't taste as good.
Yeah, because it's interesting because you did reduce the fat and salt in your digestives and then people complained about them, so you put the amount back in again.
Well, we didn't change, the salt's still at a lower level, that's not different. It was, we tried a different kind of cooking fat, and which was lower in saturates, but it didn't work. The biscuits tended to break and that made people complain they didn't dunk as well. And so at the end of the day, you know, if your competitors aren't changing, you can't be at a competitive disadvantage. Now, we still keep within the digestives range, digestive light, so there's that option. And we've got a range of other great biscuits, like Rich Tea is a really good case where we use the lower fat oil, and it does a brilliant job. So we offer a great range, so you can choose.
And just as in a wider kind of business context, big employer in the UK and several factories, what do you feel about how the economy is doing at the moment? Do you think things are picking up again?
Yeah, I think in one sense they are, but consumers feel very, very squeezed, and so we have to offer great value. We haven't had a price increase in 2.5 years, and don't plan to get one for the foreseeable future. We have to get more efficient, and I think that serves biscuits well because actually they are very good value, and consumer people are just still very tight on cash. OK, Martin, well, thank you very much for coming in, and thanks for bringing the biscuits. You're welcome. You won't see them, you too.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm worried about. All right, thanks very much.
Thank you. 10 years ago, a student at Harvard University created a social networking site in his bedroom. Now, more than 1 billion people around the world use Facebook.
For many, it's a place to wish people happy birthday, make the odd announcement and track down old friends.
But there have also been concerns in recent years